Alright, we're finally gonna fire here. And I am tired. Not tire. Let's play some Rando. Power Glove. Interesting start. I am not a tire, no. But I do hope that I can stay awake for 2 hours while I do this. Which is weird because I got a shit ton of sleep last night. I went to bed at like 9:30. My wife and I both did. I went and actually finally fell asleep like around 10. And then I slept basically all through the night. It's crazy. I never do that. Pod key. And yeah, I still feel tired. Yeah, the dual decks are fun too, just because they're pre-cons. You don't have to worry about building them, and they're fairly balanced if you play two of them. But no, like I said, I got good sleep, but I mean it was only 9 hours. It's not like it's too much sleep. But yeah, I guess today was just really exhausting. Today was a very exhausting day at work. We got super fucking busy this afternoon. Get away from that thing. Oh, dude. 9 hours is not too much for me. I will take 9 hours of sleep any day of the week. I only need one of those. Yeah, it's definitely not enough for me. I'll take every minute of sleep I can get. I'm just not used to it because this little thing wakes me up at 4 in the morning every night. Or every morning. I find myself with noticing Keysanity, you have to do the south route a lot. You know what, we're just going to go. Since we just got 300 rupees, I'm going to do the long walk. Basically the walk of shame, down to buy bombs. So, if you have the money, and you want to make the long walk all the way down to the south end of town, it's probably slightly quicker than safe quitting and then walking all the way over. It's just you gotta walk back up. It takes about 30 seconds to do this. And I wouldn't do it without 300 rupees. If anything less than 300, I don't think I do this. Not even with 100 rupees do I think I do this. That way you save your money for the bottle vendor. So you gotta go all the way down, then you gotta go back up. Let's see what Lazy Kid's got today. Fitty Bots. I just like seeing the vendor there just shake her hips. You know what it also probably is? So I went back to my chiropractor for the first time in 2 weeks. Jesus, that's a lot of money. Because the week I was sick with that nasty cold, I didn't go in, and then last week was obviously, Christmas and New Year's. So I went, a week. Oh my god. Just giving money away. So I went a week without, or 2 weeks without going to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor kicked my ass tonight. It's not my normal one. He's apparently on vacation. And the replacement, or the substitute, you could say, chiropractor, the replacement, just was rough as shit. It's probably another reason why I just feel a little tired. I'm just worn out from that. And we have 831 rupees, and we're not even out of town yet. It also means we can save a second here and not get all these blues. Ooh, we got some stylish footwear here, boys and girls. Harakey. Two shields. Alright. So, we got early boots. So what kind of bonk count you think we're going to have today? Think I can make 40? I bet I can. Survey says we're not doing it. Alright, so let's pick up the 2 items here first before we head down south. I think it'll save. I'll just knock these 2 out. It's 4 items, so we don't really have anything at this point. Oh, thank you, Bob. That works. That's kind of a weapon. It's kind of a weapon. It's not really a weapon. It's kind of a weapon. It's like the kind of a blender story I told you guys a week or 2 ago. It's kind of a weapon. It's not really a weapon. Just kind of. That does count as 1. That's a weapon. Those are key. That's nice. Oh, I didn't... Oh, you weren't here for the blender story. Alright, so... this would have been... Oh, jeez. It would have been over 10 years ago. A friend of mine, her name is Barbara, used to live next door to me. She lived basically at the apartment complex right across the street. And I used to, there was a time where her boyfriend was living in California, and because of that, I had to play Rent-A-Date, which was great, because I got to do fun shit. She did a lot of things with the company that she worked for, so, like, she had dinners and stuff that she'd be invited to, but she didn't have anybody to take, because her boyfriend lived in California. So, and we were strictly friends. We never had any, you know, we were never anything romantic or anything. So, and like I say, she used to work, you know, live right across the way. So one night we were just gonna basically get drunk, and she's like, all right, yeah, let's just hang out and get drunk tonight. I'm like, that's fine. Let's get drunk. And so I'm like, okay, do you wanna get some drinks? What do you wanna do? You know, how you wanna do this? And I'm like, let's get some drinks. Do you wanna do some frozen drinks or something like that? And she's like, I don't know, we could do something like that. And so I ask her, and I'm like, okay, do you have a blender? And she goes, I have kind of a blender. And I'm thinking to myself, what's kind of a blender? You either have a blender or you don't have a blender. And so I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself after she tells me this, it's like, I have kind of a blender. Wow, we have items. But I let it go. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll figure it out later. So, I buy stuff and head over there and, well, that's exactly the point, yeah. So I go over to her place and, we're going to start making drinks. We're going to start mixing stuff. And she goes, and I'm just like, okay, let's get your blender out. And she goes into her kitchen, and she pulls out, it's the shape, it's the size of your standard 16-ounce, like, bar glass, like this. It's that size, and it's got a hand crank on it. So basically, you put your you put your booze or whatever you want to mix in there, and then it's got a top. It screws on, and it's got a hand crank on the bottom that mixes it. And I look at her, and I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of a blender. And it was it was the most accurate description of kind of a blender I've ever seen in my life. It was kind of a blender. and we used it all night for making drinks. So, that's my kind of a blender story. I think this would have been faster, safe quitting. Actually gone back there. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. It was a plastic. It was basically a plastic blender, but it was a hand crank. There was no power. So, I guess when you're, in your 20s and you don't want to actually buy appliances, you get kind of a blender. So, yeah. It's a very funny story because it's everybody says the same thing every time I tell that story is like, how do you have kind of a blender? And this is the very first thing I thought of when she said it. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. You either have a blender or you don't. Yet it was kind of a blender. It was a perfect description. Smoky pod. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but there is a big key on the island, which means probably we need to get the mirror. We don't know anything at this point in regards for crystals and pendants. And we're only doing this because they did give us the flippers super fucking early. And the money super fucking early. So we've got everything to do this. And it might be worth it. It is definitely worth it. Alright, let's go to a Dark World. We already have everything we need to do this, so let's just head to Dark World. We got the hammer, we got the gloves, we got the pearl. We kind of have a weapon. It's kind of a it's kind of a weapon. I guarantee you she would remember that story if I brought it up to her. Alright, we do have some maps. No, we don't. Hey, what? I thought I picked up a map. Oh, you know what? It was Hyrule Castle map. I did pick up a map. Yeah, I'd never seen one. I'd never seen one before. I was like, wow, that's... I mean, it's so completely accurate. Powder. Key to ice. I like having one key to ice. I don't want to see the other one. The other one's completely worthless. But I do like having one. Alright, there's basically no hype there. Alright, let's stop and see what 5-6 are. Thieves Town and Desert Palace. I really do think, though, that's the type of appliance, or that's the type of thing you get when you do not want to buy appliances at a young age, when you're in your late teens and early 20s. Because I would have been... the key to pod. I think I would have been 25, 26 at that time. I'd have been in my mid-20s, and so is she. She's like a year older than I am. you know, with big key and 2 little keys, if I had the bow, I would head to pod. But I'm not going to do it without the bow. Look at this. Back to swamp, and that is a crystal. Glad we got that key out of the way, because that's a tricky one. Keep saying that Swamp Palace key. That's always the tricky one. That's like the trickiest of all of them. Actually, we're going to stop by here really quick because we still need resources. We only have 4 hearts and no real weapon. I mean, hammer's a weapon, but it's not a great weapon. Just because of how inaccurate it can be. Okay, it can be inaccurate in the wrong hands, like my hands, which are not hammer-worthy. Otherwise, it's a good weapon. And that was just really early powder. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's still a lot of shit we can do here. So we're gonna do the normal dark route here, where we're gonna do the 5 items from Skullwoods and then the 4 from Thieves Town. We'll just knock these out. These are the easy ones to get. We know 3 crystals. We have not been over to Eastern yet, so we do not know what the green pendant is yet. And nothing's really open right now, so it's not like we're not pressed for anything. But we'll get these, so it's 12 items, because it's 5 plus 4, and then the 3 in town. So, I did get blue mail. I didn't write that down. Yo, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, so far it's been very generous, which means by the end of this, it's not going to be. It's way too early to tell. Obviously, we're only 18 minutes in. Probably should have done this one differently. Yeah, I think I should have routed this one differently because I don't have the key, and I knew I wasn't going to get the key. Oh, that magic's nice. What do we got? Get us a key here. Shit, I guess it's gonna come right up here. Oh, how I bonked off that one. I thought I had that down perfectly. Wow, just nothing so far. Whole lots of nothing. I cannot get into Swamp right now. I do not have the mirror. Swamp is the only thing that the mirror is required for. Well, we got everything we could, which was nothing. A couple of heart pieces, or a couple of heart containers. That was a single arrow. No, I mean, when I get the mirror, and the mirror's gonna be mirror's required, so I gotta find it. And, you know, Swamp's a great plan. It's a crystal, and it's got a ton of items, and I just can't do it yet. So we're gonna get these 7, see if it leads us anywhere. And then we gotta make a decision, actually, because there's not a ton left at this point. After we get these 7 done, if we don't get any progression, the choice is gonna come down to: do we go into Pod? We could sequence break Death Mountain. There's a lot of items up there. Misery Mire is a wasted key for the most part. I mean, we could just do that and head up to Death Mountain. It's not the worst play in the world. I'm always a little leery about sequence breaking Death Mountain because it could mean that you've missed the flute. You don't want to miss the flute. I could also go to Eastern. You know, there are 7 items over there at Eastern as it stands right now, because the 3 from Sasharala, plus a little bit of information, so maybe I just do that. But we'll have a choice here in just a minute. Oh, side card. Cape. That would be really interesting if the cape wasn't already wasted. It was a single arrow. Oops. Remember, guys, we get these boots super early. Get those bonks ready. We're going to get a few in here. Key to Ganon's Tower, also worthless, hopefully. That's it. Wow. I guess we're gonna stay in here. Wow, a little surprised. Let's check escape, I guess. We can also get into the first chest inside of Aga Tower. Interesting. You know what? Let's do that first. Because that way we can save quit when we get down to the top, and it's really easy to get back through here. It's only two transitions. Let's just do it first. It's right here. Oh, can't hammer through that, huh? Did not realize that. Rather not die here, Jesus. Alright. Ooh, that one went off to the side. I'm gonna get hit, yeah. Fuck me, man. Alright. Where is the progression at? See, I'm almost convinced that now the progression's gonna be the flute or the, flute or the lantern. It just Death Mountain opens up too much stuff. Actually got to be slightly careful because I only have 2 hearts. I did take a lot of damage there for no fucking reason. Alright, so we'll get these items here. There's 3 items here. Map of Hera, okay. We can go there. We can actually get in there. I think I will once this is done. I think I'm going to sequence break Death Mountain. It's way too many items. Because we can clear all of Light World. And if we find the lantern up there by chance, we know the flute's down here. And we know where, we know the limited spaces that it can be in. So it's not a huge deal. I just normally don't like doing it. But I think in this case, it's well worth it. That being said, it almost guarantees that the progression is at Eastern. Oh my god, just die. Not death warping here, damn it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We'll head to Eastern later. And we gotta go there anyway. I mean, we'll eventually head in that direction, so... we can also check really quick to see that is a blue pendant. Good information. That is where we're going, and that is a place we can almost completely clear. We just can't get the basement item. For two reasons. One, we don't have the key. Two, we don't have a fire item. The hook shot is effective, but it's slow. It's super slow. But it gets the job done. Red clothes. Okay. Ooh, did you see that dodge? Woo! I almost kind of wish I went the other way with this because... yeah, I could have done this the other way. There's the mitts. Oh, that means the mirror's out here somewhere. Look at that! Okay. I think that worked. Alright, so the, one of the two is definitely here. And when I say one of the two, I mean either the mirror, or not the mirror, the flute or the lamp. It'd be fantastic if we actually found the flute on here so that we know it is the lamp, because we don't give a shit. The only reason we would give a shit about the lamp is if we need it for the fire source. But, again, we also know where it is. There's only a few places that it can be. It's either going to be in Agana, it's going to be at... sorry, just getting through this. It's either going to be in Agana, it's going to be at the... it can be in Pod, it can be in Eastern, or it can be at the Catfish. I think that's basically it. It's got to be in one of those locations. So, it's good to know. We know where it is. And I think we're just going to full clear this, because we're here. Still think it's quicker to mirror out here. I don't know why I don't do it. Oh, there's your shovel. Look out now. Wee's got a shovel. You love that shovel, don't you? Again, so I'd say the one thing is it almost drives me to go to that location unless we find the flute up here, because I definitely don't want to miss the flute. So those places I was just talking about where I know that the link to Death Mountain's got to be there, I kind of want to go there now. Just to try to, you know, to close the gap. on that ether. Whoa, shit. Oh, that. Oh, Jesus. Right back into me. Away. Ooh, my hammer tonight is not on. Okay, we know this is a pendant. That's fine. Alright, it's not fine. Damn. I mean, it's an easy dungeon. In the end, it doesn't look like we had to do it. We did get the shovel out of it, but... so be it. So this is actually interesting because we can open up... we can take a... boy, this is going to be interesting. We can do this very, very strangely efficient. Depending on what... I mean, hell, if we can open Turtle Rock, we're going to do it. But because we've got both the mitts and the mirror up here, we can actually clear this place really efficiently. Or we only have to go up the mountain once. We can open this, too. Hell, we can actually go in here. Oh, no, we can't. We have a sword. My bad. We cannot go in here. We could have gone in there. Just want to make sure I have my keys right. Yeah, I do. Okay. There's a book. Okay. We'll have to check the ether tablet before we leave here. Knock that thing out. That way we don't never have to go back to the left side. So, again, this is a weird setup just because we picked up both of those items on Death Mountain. Oh, it's the flute. Flute's out there. Okay. We definitely have to go to Eastern now. Key to Thieves Town. Skullwoods key. Okay, we know for certain the flute is down there. We need to go to those locations. That's kind of good and kind of bad. I mean, it's great that we know it, but it does mean the flute is out there, and we need to get it. We need to get it now. So Eastern and SRL are going to be next. We're just going to go to all those locations that we sequence broke, which is not that many. There's only 4 of them. But we got to do them. We got to do them now. Ooh, there's our sword. Oh, man. Now we can actually get inside Turtle Rock. I don't think I want to right now, but we can. I'll open it back up later. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I don't care if I take damage here. This is our save quit point, so we're effectively actually we're gonna leave the because we're on this side of the mountain now. We're gonna have to leave the ether medallion where it is, or the ether tablet. We can come get it later whenever we decide to check Spike Cave. Key to Rock. Map of Skullwoods. We do not know Skullwoods yet. It's our first key rock key. Actually, we'll just leave this on so we can do it this way. You brought that one upon yourself. Okay, okay, you can stop that now. Jesus Christ. I just wanted to throw a bomb up there, you fuckers. Big key to desert. Oh, we can actually... Can we clear desert? Yeah, we can. We can actually clear desert now. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss a key. Alright, so even though we just got all of that cool shit, and we can clear a ton of stuff now, we're going to head straight to Eastern and see if we can't hunt down that, that flute. The second we find the flute, we're going to stop what we're doing. And we're basically back on track. But we know the flute is down here. And again, there's only like 4 or 5 places it can be. So we're just going to get them out. is Turtle Rock. Okay, good. I don't have to go there, hopefully. Like, hopefully the flute's right here. So Monkey Pod, Mushroom. So that's in sequence. We also have a bunch of shit to pod. We have to go into Eastern. I don't want to, but we have to. As much as I do not want to do this, I feel we have to. We cannot miss the flute early. How do I fuck that up so easily? Ugh. So bad at this. I don't know why I'm so bad at that. So, after we do this, so the mushroom is in sequence. Of course, the mushroom's easiest to get after you find the fucking flute. But what we can do, since we have the mirror now, is we can go to... so we can go to Dark World, head up to Pyramid, and then go all the way up to Catfish, and on the way we can turn the mushroom in. Because there's actually really not that much more efficiency, you know, going on here. The other place it could be is in Pod. It could definitely be in Pod. I'm just reluctant to go into Pod right now. For two reasons. One, you have to go to the front door because you don't have the bow yet. But two, since I don't have the lamp, it actually limits the items that you can actually get in there, even with the keys. There's only like 3 items that are actually available with that amount of keys. So, without, you know, sequence breaking stuff. Pod is just a funny beast. If you want to get good at Keysanity, learn Pod. Learn when to go there, when not to go there. I think that's like half of Keysanity, is learning how to handle Pod. But it's also very possible that the flute is there. So this is out of sequence, but we're going to do it since we're here. We're not supposed to have the lamp yet. Alright, and then we're going to save quit. We're going to head to home and go to Dark World. Oops, moved. Oh, come on, pick up the fucking thing. Jesus Christ. So, we're also not supposed to be able to go to Swamp yet. Honestly, if we had found the... if we had found the flute on the mountain, we would not be doing this. We would just be going to which dungeons we can go to. But considering it is the flute and these areas, they're not in sequence to anything because they're just not close by. The only thing that is, you know, kind of in the ballpark of progression is Pod. After this, there's only one place to go, and that's Agana. And I will do that when I get, you know, when I'm ready to go into Desert, which is really close. So, the tricky thing about what I'm about to do here is, once we get... I'm going to check this. I'm just going to do the fucking easy way. God damn it. Once we do this... There's the bow. Oh, that changes things dramatically. Yeah, Agana's the only extra item that's down there. Well, now we're going to the Pod. Everything I just said, just scratch it, because I'm going to Pod now. 100% going into Pod. That flute's going to be here. I mean, it was going to be here anyway, most likely. I am so glad I decided to complete this sequence gap. we just did that. We've done that. We're getting this done, and that is in sequence, but we'll do that later. So we have 3 keys, the bow and the hammer. We can effectively clear this and just skip 2 items with what's in sequence. Which is exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to skip the bridge item, and we're going to skip the turtle room. Now, some of this shit is out of sequence right now because we're not supposed to have the keys, and we're not supposed to have the lamp. But we're here. We're going to do it. I'm pretty convinced that the flute is in here. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Everything is in pod. It's pod and turtle rock. Those are your two. Those are your 2 big guys. There she is. We knew it was in here. Bottle. I think that's all 4 bottles, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, that's not where I want to go. Again, we're getting a few things out of sequence here, but we're here. We're going to get them anyway. And then we're going to clear. And I'm actually going to do this side first so that we can double back. Yeah, I think that's all 4 bottles. I haven't been keeping track, but I thought they were. So we're doing it this way because we need to come back out. Actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. Actually, the more I think about it, this is probably not the way to do this because we're not going to open the turtle room. Yeah, I should have just gone the other way because we're not going to open the turtle room. So, ooh, oh. We're not supposed to have that yet. Ooh, that's a gooder. Because that's where we're going to go next. That is a gooder. I like that very much. Remember, we're not supposed to be able to do this yet. So, I mean, everybody sequence break this all the time, but it's not in logic. That's really what you got to keep in mind with this. Is it's just not, you're not supposed to be able to do it. This is 4, and then we're gonna go ahead and flute, or not flute. We're gonna mirror here. So there's 2 items left. They're both kind of pains in the asses to get. We have to go around both times, but I picked it up. I just picked it up like 2 minutes ago. Did you turn away? I mean, we've closed the gap. The problem is that you're not supposed to be able to get this the first time through, because the flute would send you to Death Mountain, which you'd be able to get this shit. But I'm not supposed to have it yet. Like, I can get it, but you're not supposed to have it your first time through. That's basically what I'm saying. Is that because we did the sequence break, we have the items, we can do it the first time through when you're not supposed to be able to do it through that. That's what I meant. We're basically, we're doing this once instead of twice. Actually, yeah, I think it's easier doing it this way. We have to go back through that room a 3rd time, but whatever. We're gonna get these 2 items, and that'll be it. Because then we can just go right through there. Maybe, I probably did this a little bit out of sequence. I should have maybe done this first, and then came back around, so I didn't have to do... I think it would have saved me a rotation. So hopefully this is a crystal. Oops. Still shot the gap. Alright. And then we're gonna... I mean, now we can start clearing shit. We can just go heavy, heavy, heavy. We're gonna start with Thieves Town. Really? Just whiffed. Big time. Okay. So, we can do Desert, which is a crystal. We can do Thieves Town, which is a crystal. We can do Swamp, which is a crystal. We don't know Mire, but I think we picked up the map. Didn't we pick up the map to Mire? I think we did. So we'll be able to figure that out when we leave here. Announce that one. There's so much stuff we can check now, but we can actually start to slowly figure out what our go mode items are, to be honest. I did that 1 second too soon. I should have waited. Would have been able to spawn the fireball. Okay, so if it's a pendant, we have perfect information. If it's not a pendant, great, it's not a pendant. It's a crystal. Alright, we have got things to go and things to do. Alright, we know there's that. There's that. We don't know Eastern yet. We can't actually... We can't finish Eastern, actually, so... Mire... Oh, that Mire's the other pendant. We have perfect information. Let's start figuring out go mode. Alright. So. What do we need? Fire rod. Probably shouldn't have gone this way. We gotta turn the flute in first. We can figure out here while we're fluting. Alright, we need fire rod. As it stands, we don't need any medallions. We need Eastern Big Key. Ganon Tower Key. And a sword. That's it. That's it. That would get us there. That would get us there. 4 items. That's not a lot of items. So we're going to do it in this order. We're going to do this. We're going to do Desert, because Desert's completely open. I gotta work on those. cannot yet get into Ice Palace. Otherwise, we could go Ice Palace. Yeah, we're probably up in the we're probably in the teens. We're in the low, low 10, that range right now. Probably. Told you I was going to be bonking all over the place. We got those boots early. Small key to Gan's Tower. Hopefully we don't need that. So we only need 2 big keys. Which is crazy. We need the Ganon Tower key, we need the Eastern key. That's really wild. That's a great crystal setup for us. As long as we don't have to go do any dependence. And we accidentally did one already. I don't know why that one does that every once in a while. Like, it mixes. Sometimes it doesn't bonk, and sometimes it does. It's supposed to not bonk you because you go south. It pushes you just far enough south where it's not going to actually bonk you. But I guess I never understood the mechanics of that one. I was really super hopeful that there was going to be something in the in that big chest, because that's the one that would be really tricky if you didn't sequence break. Oh, blind. You punny bastard. That's 2. Green rupee. No, Thieves Town was a fucking complete waste. I'm not going to do the Smithy route yet, because we still got dungeons we can clear. Smithy route's really easy to do, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. One thing I do recall, though, we have a big key on the island. So we'll pick that up when we head to Ice Palace. Basically, once we either get Bombos or the Fire Rod, we'll pick up that one big key that's there, and hopefully it's one of the 2 big keys we need. I really hope this is not Ether. I don't want to have to go in. Okay, good. I'm really happy that's not Ether. Like, super happy. Because it just eliminates it from the choice. We don't want to have to go in there. Not yet. Worthless and worthless. We're just going to check everything here. We have to check it anyway, so there's no harm doing it now or later. It's not a time loss or a time save. It just could potentially make the fights easier. No, we don't need that. Thought about it for a second, but we have red mail already. It's not worth the 10 seconds. 10 seconds, it could be a place at the end. Okay, we can full clear this mother. And then we'll have to check Agonis Cave when we leave. This also opens up Crystal 5-6. So this is the... this opens up Fat Fairy when we decide to do that. Key to pod. It's one of the 2 items we skipped. This probably isn't very important. Small key to Hera. Okay, that one's actually kind of important. That one is actually a little bit important. I think that's actually the last small key I care about, except for Turtle Rock keys. Or the 1 key to Castle Tower. I think those are really the only ones I really care about at this point. And hopefully I don't have to use the other ones. The desert is nothing. Except a key I hope I don't have to use. Now, unfortunately, this fight is not going to be easy. We have really no way to do this other than just sword charges, or we'll have to use the hammer. But we don't have a fire rod. We don't have. I mean, we could use arrows, but I think arrows will be slower than. You know, if I knew the NMG way of doing this, I'd use arrows, but I don't know the NMG method of doing this. So I guess we're just going to use hammers. They're equivalent of temper sword anyway. It just is not easy. That's why. Kind of got to get close, and it's difficult to get close. Okay, so fuck this. We're just gonna use swords, because that's something I think I need to practice. I do not know really how to do this with a hammer. You never have to do it, so it's like something you never have to practice. So that took longer than it should. And we got nothing. So we full cleared that and got nothing. I should really learn how to do that with a hammer. I guess I don't know if I've ever tried it. That might be the first time I've actually ever tried doing that with a hammer. That's not easy. Alright, we're gonna go to Swamp. And I actually think we're going to go do the smithy route. Because we're going to head to Swamp and see if we might be able to find the big key to Swamp before we do it. But I think that would be a good time to do the smithy route. Man, I really do not want to have to use that. Like, super do not want to have to use that. How much money do we have? Do we have enough? Yeah. Alright, we're going to do our one time of doing this, because we have the mushroom to turn in anyway. Let's let loose the bees. They wanted to get out. I heard them buzzing the whole time. They were like, let me out. Pod key. Alright, we can full clear that if we have to go back. be the one and only time we should have to do that. Alright, but we are going to do the smithy route. Because we're going to head down to Swamp anyway, so we'll just do it on route. Just over an hour. We still need the same 4 items for Go. So again, we're missing Fire Rod. We're missing Big Key to Ganon. We're missing Big Key to Eastern. Actually, that's it, isn't it? Wait. We only need 3 items? Oh, and a sword. We need a sword still. And hopefully more than 1 or find silvers or some shit so we don't have to do Master Sword Silverless. Really don't want to do Master Sword Silverless. Like, everything in my being does not want to do that. Plus 2 bonks. So we'll do this. We'll swing by the there's 1. We're 3 away. Wow, that could have been an actual vanilla sword. If we had done it, you know, if that would have been tempered, that would have been funny. Alright, so we can do this. We can turn the shovel. We can do Bombos Tablet now. We can do all of this before going into the swamp. And we will do all this before going into swamp. Anything that makes Swamp Palace shorter is perfect in my book. Some blueberries. Delicious, but not what we want. I actually don't care much for blueberries, to be honest with you. Not my thing. Alright, we gotta take the chest with us this time, because we're gonna do this first. Could help if we went to the shovel. More blueberries. So far this has sucked. I mean, we did get a sword, though. I guess that does make a pretty big difference. Wait, do I get that item first? How long would it take for me to get that and come back? It is a big key. We know it's a big key. What are the chances that 1 key on the island is the big key to swamp? That would be the only way that would be important. Fire Rod. Super important. 2 items to go mode. Well, now we're not going to do that. Actually, you know what? We might. Idea. We're going to do ice first. That way we can pick up that item too. We know what it is. If it is the swamp key, we'll be quicker. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. We're going to do that first. Even though Ice Palace is just as easy to go mode, I find that Ice Palaces usually got more items than Swamp anyway. So we're going to skip Swamp. And we will do Swamp after Ice. Because, again, it could mean for a shorter Swamp Palace. Because we actually are, we could be 1 item away from go mode, depending what's in here. If this is actually the key to Eastern or Ganon Tower, we're 1 item away. And it's the Eastern key. We are 1 item away from go mode. Actually, with that being said, You know what? We're gonna do Eastern first. In fact, we can actually clear here, and then just head into Ganon's Tower if we really wanted to chance it. But boy, that would be a risk. Holy shit, that would be a risk. That would be a hella gamble. But we could actually do it. We could just clear everything and just go right into Ganon's castle. We would just be taking an insane risk that the key is in Ganon's castle and not here. Because there's a bunch of shit we haven't checked yet. Like, it could be sitting in Turtle Rock for all we know. It could be sitting on Trinex. That being said, I can pick up 22 items from Ganon's castle. I think I'm going to. I do. I think I'm actually going to do that. Doesn't mean we're not checking items on the way. Because we are. We're still going to check all the items on the way. But as it stands right now, we are in Ganon keyless go mode. Oh, shit. Prick. Fucking amoebas, mother bitches. Oh, it's a huge gamble, though. But it means we're going to do, like, when we go into Swamp, we're going to do... Yeah, we're just going to do things in a very different order, is basically what it's going to be. We'll check everything on Swamp, but we'll skip left side. Because if we're going to go to this extent, we're going to gamble. Off on that one. I'm just gonna do it this way. Be big key, big key. Okay. So there's 3 left. 2 of them are incredibly easy to go mode. But we're gonna do... I guess with that logic, let's do Skullwoods first. We'll do the easy ones first. I think I'm going to stop by the pedestal, too. Pedestal could definitely be the, it could definitely be Ganon's key on the pedestal. Don't even question that. It definitely could be. Seen it 3 times now, I think. 3 times? Yeah, 3 times. It's happened to me twice, and I've seen it a 3rd. Alright, so we're going to do this one. We're going to kill Mothula first. Oh my god, if we could actually go mode Ice and Swamp, oh my god, you know how big of a time save that is? So what will we need to full clear? We need all the Turtle Rock items. That's a decent amount. We would need the big key to Mire. That's actually it. So we would need big key to Turtle Rock, 2 small keys, and the Ice Rod. That's what we would need for T-Rock. I mean, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about this, but it is a possibility. off spiked, prick. Should do it right there. Do not care about maps. Thank you very little. Alright, so we'll go back in. We'll get the other chest. We'll check the ped before we leave. And then... yeah. We'll just do ice, and we'll do... I think we're going to actually go mode... I think we're going to go mode ice. I think ice we are actually going to straight up go mode. Swamp will check the items on route. But we're not going to check left side. Man, if we found the Ganon Tower key right here, I mean, this would be a record seed. Unless we found the Ganon Tower key here. There's where we don't want to see it. It's a bug net. Never seen the bug net there. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, so we are going to go mode ice. Just because it's so fucking easy. We will check the one chest that's on route, and that's it. Actually, 2 chests on route. My bad. 2 chests. I don't even think we'll check the one chest to the right. Maybe we will. That's actually a pretty easy one. You know what? Let's... Now that I'm thinking about it, this is actually not too difficult to check the right side because we already have a small key. We have to do the bomb jump because we don't have the big key. I'm trying to think how much time this is going to take. It's probably worth it. Tempered sword. That's beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. Love me some temper. Whoa. That was a little weird. Don't know how that happened. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 items to that right side that are going to be really super easy to get. I guess we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going as if yeah, we're just not gonna go mode this. The more I think about it, the more it doesn't make any sense to go mode this. And it could save so much time up top. If it is in here, I mean, that saves us 10 minutes. So, and this is not going to take an incredibly long time to check that right side. Because we already have the small key. If we didn't have the small key, it would take a lot longer. And everything else is basically on route. It's going to take like a minute to clear this. Hope it's not that one. I would not be surprised though if people are going to finish this in record time. Like the leaderboard right now ends at like 1:38 is like the 5th place time on there. I think this is easily beatable. I know I'm on there as number 4. At least I was when I last checked, and it was like a 134. But don't be at all shocked if somebody finishes the seed like at 120. in the high 120s. Because if that big key is out there, I mean, this is cake seed. We're not going to check the asshole chest, though. Yes, we are. No, we're not. No, we're not. That's the one we're going to risk. We're not checking the asshole seed. Or the asshole seed. The asshole chest. That's the one we're going to risk. It takes too long. So I guess if that's considered our gamble of the night, that's it right there. We are skipping the asshole chest. Vicky. Don't care about that one, thank you. Is there anything else we can do here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go to Swamp. What the fuck? Did this to save time, and just now it would have been quicker to flute. It just takes longer to menu, mirror transition, menu, flute transition, land, than it is just to say quit. Alright, so there are 9 items in here. We are going to check 7 of them. And we go straight to Ganon's Tower. Now, the funny thing about Ganon's Tower this time around is we only have 2 small keys. It does actually limit some of the things that you can do. It means the tower is not fully accessible. It's really strange. Usually you have the keys for this, but I don't actually remember how many items that means we can't get. But I think it does mean one or a couple of the items are not accessible. There's a huge part of me that wants to just completely go mode all of this and just chance that it's in Ganon's Tower. But these chests are so easy to get. They're all on route. So it's just left side that takes forever. And that's what we are going to miss. We are going to skip that. And then when we get to Ganon's Tower, we are actually going to Dark Magician route it, just because of the order that we're going to get the items. I do think I like Dark Magician route and Keysanity just because you get those clusters of 4 quicker. So I think I'm actually going to Dark Magician it. Oh, we're good. Oh my god, I did this in the wrong order. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god, this seed is going to be so fast. Holy shit. Yeah, somebody's going to finish this sub 130. Somebody's going to finish this sub 130. Somebody's definitely going to finish this at 130. If you would have gone into Swamp before Ice, you could have... That's record seed. Holy shit. Wow. What a quick seed. What a quick seed. I'm shocked right now. I need to learn how to machine gun this. I really need to learn how to machine gun this thing. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. To the tower we go. We're gonna beat our personal best on this one. We're gonna definitely beat our PB. We should beat our PB. Let's put it that way. If this isn't a sub 130, I fucked something up. Actually, no, change that. No, it's not going to be a sub 130. Because it's going to take me a minute and a half to get in there. And I'm not going to check anything on the way, so... Except for validation. I'll do validation chests and check for silvers, but... beyond that, no. But because we have to go up this way. We haven't opened up Turtle Rock, so it's faster to go up this way. And it's going to take a little bit longer. I don't want to fuck around with this when I have the mirror. It's just too much, so much easier, and you're never gonna fuck it up. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna take us. It'll be over 124 by the time you get in there, which means yeah, it's not gonna be a sub 130. But I guarantee somebody will finish this sub 130. This is way too easy to see not to finish sub 130. But we are going to PB the shit out of this thing. There's going to be a lot of PBs today. But, luckily for him, Problems 122 is going to stand. So we're already at 124. We have 2 keys, so we don't have to do anything. Just climb. Damn it. Oh, I hate when I get hit by that one. It fucks it up. So this is a Keysanity. There was no required pendants to go into, because you didn't have to go into, did you even have to go into Hera? I can't remember if there was a required item in Hera or not. But we did not go into Meyer OT Rock, so either one of those were required. We have 3 blue goos and a red goo, so we've got all the defense in the world. We can be incredibly liberal. Plus we have tempered. Whoa. Oh, you prick. Hate it when that happens. We're gonna use a blue here. So we're just gonna do it this way. We know we're gonna use the blue goo here. Actually, you know what? We're not going to. We'll just do it this way. Don't need to. Don't need to. One search for silvers. Ooh, don't turn into me! Oh, no. Wow. Silvers? That's fine. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't fall off there. Look at like a 132 with this state. Unless we have a really bad Aga fight. I don't know how many of those counted. Ooh, this is triple. Oh, well, would have been if it wasn't a blue. So one of those didn't count earlier. Yeah, one of them didn't count. One of those doubles was a single. No one's done yet. I'm actually surprised no one got a sub 130. Well, there's 30 seconds still going. Somebody still could finish. But no one's done. We got about 2 minutes-ish. We'll be done right around a 132. Unless we fuck up Ganon. That's a PB for us by what? 4 minutes. I think we're 134, 135 maybe? So 2-3 minutes. Give me a good one. Yes. Oh, it didn't give it to me though. That's enough. Man, I got cheesed out of that one. recall the last time I did a silverless Keysanity. You check so much shit with Keysanity, you just normally run into it. I definitely did not go to Turtle Rock. Gonna have to reset this one here. We're just gonna let it go. Let's reset this the good way. We're at 4. We gotta wait a second to do this, but it's worth the rotation. 7. No one's done yet. 8. 9. 10. One more. 11. Somebody just finished. We might be... Yeah, somebody just finished first. So, are we getting second here? Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Oh my god. Well, that just happened. Let's fight him again. I've never done that before. And like 5 more people have finished. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh, they were in Turtle Rock? Really? It's like deja vu. Damn it. I'm speechless right now. Let's try this again. I ended up in 6th. I was in 2nd. I would have had 2nd. I actually didn't PB because I did that. I mean, I lost 3 minutes. I had 2nd. I would have beaten Wayne by about 3 seconds. Addy, I killed Ganon and then fell off the bridge as I was trying to cross it. I've never... I don't know what to say to that. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can clip it. Give me a second. Well, let me clip that. Give me a second here, guys. I need to see if I can clip this. We'll also get the bonk game here if you guys want to. But yeah, you got to give me a second here. I'm going to see if I can get this thing clipped. Okay, I have to do it later. It actually hasn't caught up in the recording, but okay, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, bonk game. I see a 23, I see an 18. I'm gonna go with I don't know, 20-some. We'll go 24. 24. We'll go 24. $23. Didn't somebody guess 23? Addy! You did it twice, man. Good job. You win absolutely nothing. Cannot believe I fell off the fucking bridge. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, what do you say to that? I think I can get this clip. Let me get this clip. This deserves to be clipped. There we go. Hold on. You guys want to see this? Let me get this out for you guys. Hold on. Just sit tight. Sit tight. You'll enjoy it. Oh, this was worth it. There you go, guys. There you go. Wow. I've never done that. I've never done that. So, all right, boys and girls. I think that was eventful. Yeah. I got nothing else, guys. I got nothing else. So, let's see what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Keysanity at the afternoon. One-hit knockout. Oh, I'm not doing that. I would suck at that mode. And then 10 o'clock open. So, we'll probably just do the open. So, yeah. All right, boys and girls. That's that. I'm out of here. Enjoy the clip. All right, good night, everyone.